one time, all right, and one time only, per the request for a lot of women, because they have an issue of disbelief. Okay, so I'm just doing, I don't do hair tutorials. That's not my area of expertise. But for your comfort, we're gonna go in my scalp. Okay, we're gonna go in OG scalp. Okay, so I'm gonna part my hair so you can see that it's mine. Okay, all right, section 1, that's me. Okay. All right. All right, that's all me. Okay. You can see my grain of hair. I'm going to go here, section 2. All right. Because some women believe I have pieces. Okay. All right, we're going to go in there. Okay. All right. No pieces. Okay. All right. This is really sad it's come to this, but a lot of people have been asking me, like, they want to see my scalp and shit. thanks for the cash app, honey. Okay, all right. Gonna get me some more hair oil. Oh, FYI, I have South African hair oil, okay, that I use. I bought it in Cape Town. It's a African oil that my granny's been using. I've been using the same hair oil since I was a teenager. And I don't know if y'all can see that. But yeah, my hair was actually longer when I was a teenager. So like when I was 17, my hair was much longer. Hence the fact I wasn't allowed to wear my hair out. My father did not allow it. Like I was only allowed to wear my hair out like around, I would say 19. Okay. All right. It's just African fathers, particularly from Cape Town, because the females have very long hair and it's very sexual. Hair is considered to be very sexual. They tend to have their daughters cover their hair. So a lot of times when I would go out with my father, I would have my hair, like I grew up usually wearing my hair in a bun. Even there were times when my mother was with my dad in his presence and she was not allowed to wear her hair down if they were out. Like I've never gone out with my mother with her hair out without my father present. So it's kind of like a trophy thing for a man. I personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, when I'm in a relationship with a man, if I'm not necessarily with him, I won't wear my hair down because it is very sexual. Okay, wearing your hair out, long hair, it's very sexual. So it's a trophy thing for a man, and they consider it their hair. Your hair is their hair. Okay, so now you can see, okay, my little soft African buckshots in the back. Okay, and you can see my hairline. That is so natural. Okay, all right, you guys. So some people ask what I'm going to show you my blow dryer. Okay. Okay, baby. I use this. It's Gym Force. Okay, really, really love this. This was actually recommended to me by a beautiful lady from Trinidad. She has really long hair too. Her hair is down to her elbow. And so I personally, in regards to like hair advice and things like that, I either get it from women. Like when I was back in South Africa, like I got a lot of new hair tips. But the women from the Caribbean, they have beautiful hair, long hair too. African American women have beautiful long hair as well. Okay. The diaspora, but just don't be under the impression, because like I meet some women and they just have this preconceived notion that African women have coarse short hair. We don't. We're not all like that. So you can get this at Amazon. Okay. I think this was about When it comes to like styling products, you really got like your tools. You gotta spend some money. So I think this was about maybe like $50, $40, $50. I would say you might be able to get it cheaper. It's been a while. Okay, and I use a nozzle when I blow dry my hair. Okay, I use a paddle brush. Okay, I use a paddle brush. And my flat iron. When I do flat iron, I'll show you. Best flat iron I've ever used. Okay, liked it so nice I bought it twice. Okay, is it this one? No. Where's the other one? I have two. Hold on one second. It's not this one. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's this one. You need this in your life. Thank me later. Okay. All right. It's called Kiposi. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. This is the flat iron that I use. It's fabulous. Okay. I think it's ceramic. Okay. All right. Love this. Okay. I took this to South Africa with me overseas, and I had to buy the little transformer adapter. Okay. And it ended up exploding on me. I was so devastated, but it did the job. And then I ended up buying a flat iron in South Africa. It was pretty good. It was pretty decent. You guys might have seen videos where I had like my Egyptian haircut with the bangs, and I used that. Okay. All right, baby, hold on. What else? So yeah, I'm gonna need a new paddle brush. I bought this really quickly at Target, but I usually get my paddle brushes on Amazon. Okay, like I need a big paddle brush. Like I just bought this really quickly because I needed to do my hair. And then I'm gonna show you one more item I use. Okay, I use this. Now some women, they use a comb. Okay, when they do their hair, they use a comb to flat iron. I don't do that. In Cape Town, we use a brush. We like to get it really fine and nice, you know. So we'll use a brush, and then we'll use a flat iron. I personally like that method more, but when I go to the hairdresser here in the U.S., they use a comb, and I don't mind that either because they do a fabulous job here as well, you know. I usually get a silk press. Like if I go to the hairdresser here in the U.S., I get a silk press, and that lasts really long, and it takes the thickness out because I have thick hair. In regards to how often I flat iron my hair, I do it twice a month. I flat iron my hair twice a month. I'm really careful with heat, so I don't like to overheat. And then I don't mind just like wearing my hair curly and just putting like a leave-in conditioning treatment. Like I might do that, and then like 4 or 5 days later, I'll wash it out, and then I'll blow dry it. Sometimes, like if I'm in the mood, I might just put my hair in plaits. Okay, like that's like if you wanna in regards to like if you want your hair to grow, the way you treat it when it's wet, it's really important. You have to be very gentle with your hair when it's wet. And let me tell you something, okay? Because especially black women, all of us of the diaspora, do not put so much product, okay? Don't put so much product in your hair. When it comes to if you have a daughter, it's okay to put like I love this, okay? I love this. You know, I'll put this in my daughter's hair to braid it, you know, but like as I got older, especially if you wear your hair loose, I don't put grease in my hair, okay? Cream of nature, I grew up on that. Like my father, he would go to the States on business trips, and he would come back with cream of nature, and I would use that shit up, okay? Cream of nature shampoo, it is so good, so good. I use it on my daughter. I switch out cream of nature, pink oil, Tresemme, occasionally Panty Pro V. It just depends on the condition of my hair. Right now, I'm using this, and I love it. Okay, I love it. But today, I'm gonna let you know, this is what I did today. So today, I washed my hair with the keratin. You need this in your life. You need this in your life. And also, black women, don't shy away from like companies like Tresemme and think, oh, you know, it's a white company. It's not gonna be good on our hair. Just drop that nonsense, okay? All right, healthy hair is healthy hair, okay? And Tresemme does a really good job of catering to all textures. Okay, baby, you can't change into the mermaid outfit here. You got to do it over there, okay? I'm going to help you in a second. But I did use this today. I put this, okay, because I colored my hair like a month ago. So you can get this at Target, okay? Oh, and when I color my hair, I love Garnier Nutrice. Okay, I use Garnier Nutrice, and then I also use Vital Sassoon. Vital Sassoon is good. Like, so if I color my hair red, I use Vital Sassoon. But if I do jet black, I do Garnier Nutrice. Okay, Garnier Nutrice is really good. Because, you know, they got the fruit oil up in that bitch. You know, you need some fruit oil. So, yeah, I do that. I put oil in my hair once a week. And then I also love BioSilk, okay? I can't find it right now, but I put like a quarter size of BioSilk in my hair. Ooh, the sheen, trust me. But less product, the better, because if you put too much crap, like pomade, all that crap, throw that shit out. Your scalp needs to breathe, and your hair won't move if you put so much grease in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the goal is to have it fly in the wind. You know, you want to be in the convertible, in the drop top. Woo! Yes, okay. Dancing at the club, let the bitches know you there. Let them know, okay? But yeah, let's see. So yeah, that, and then this is also a good hair sheen oil, okay? Especially, you know, during the summer, if you're in dry areas, pink oil. Iso Plus also makes a good oil sheen. You know, they've coined themselves as a hair doctor, so they're really good with that. I trim my own hair, and I'm going to tell you why. Sometimes I go to the hair salon. I trim my own hair because my mother does it, and my grandmother's been trimming her own hair, okay? I grew up with the whole ideology and concept that some people have dead hands. So like they cut your hair or they trim it and your hair never grows back. So I guess you could say like South African women are very superstitious about hair. My mother does not go to the hairdresser. I repeat, like the only time she goes to the hairdresser is when she goes to South Africa. And my mother like goes to South Africa like every 3 years. So that's when she gets it professionally cut, okay? But yeah, she trims her own hair. I trim my own hair. I purchased, and so my late father actually worked for L'Oreal in South Africa while he was dating my mother. So he used to put her on, and he bought her a pair of L'Oreal professional hair scissors. They were like worth $180. So she has those hair scissors. So I grew up with L'Oreal hair scissors with my mother trimming my hair. But I actually bought these. I have the scissors that my father, like we have a pair of scissors in our family for years. It's like a heirloom from L'Oreal from the 80s. But I have this pair of scissors. I purchased it on Amazon. They're from Germany. I think I paid like $70. That might be pricey to some people, but the blade is everything. Because if the blade isn't correct, you're not going to get what you want. So yeah, these are from Germany. They're extremely sharp. And I just grew up watching my mother trim her hair in regards to how I learned how to trim my hair. You can watch hair tutorials in regards to like how to trim your hair. I typically, when I go to the hairdresser, when I do have them trim it, they do it when it's dry, because you know, with our hair, it shrinks when it gets wet. So you don't get a full scope of the length. You don't get a full appreciation of the length if you cut it when it's wet. So it's better to get it when it's dry. In DC, in the DMV, a lot of East African women, Somalians and Ethiopians, they actually go to the Asians to get their haircut. And I used to hang out with a bunch of Somali girls in college, and they would always go to the Asians because they cut really well. Yeah, so they would get like their hair cut in bobs and stuff like that. Or when I lived in Boston, I would go to the Italians to have them do my hair. The Dominicans are also really great. Don't sleep on them because their blow dry technique is fabulous. But I personally think if you're going to get like a Dominican blowout, the only place you can get it really good is like New Jersey and New York. Okay, so yeah, now you know that my shit's mine and it grows out my scalp. Okay, all right, I hope that helps. Hope I gave you some insight. Stop watching National Geographic. Okay, all right, I did a video a couple of years ago in regards to their exhibition on Egyptian artwork, and you know, they had a fake Nefertiti bust, but they were pushing it like it was the real one. But when I spoke to the curator in DC, he told me it was in Berlin, just like the Egyptians told me. So not everything you see sometimes when you go, especially to National Geographic, it's not the authentic thing. They got to push sales too. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised where there's always a doppelganger. There's always a doppelganger, even with art. It's the same thing with people. You get the original and then you get the counterfeit version. So please know that. But yeah, I hope that helps. Tresemme, ladies, Tresemme. You need the keratin, especially during winter time. Oh, and I wrap my hair, so I'm just gonna show you. Okay. So in South Africa, we call it swirling. Okay, we swirl our hair. Okay. So at night, I'll just wrap my hair like so. You know, or if I get in the shower, I'll just wrap my hair like that. Sometimes, depending on like how I feel and like how my hair looks at the time, I might just put a little bit of this on my hairline just to smooth it out, just on the hairline, like on the edge, like in the back of my head. I'll just smooth it out just here. Only when I swirl it though. Only when I swirl it. But any other time, I'm not putting it like on my hair. I just put it on my edges. And I don't know. I can't give advice to women whose edges are not doing that great. But I would just say grease it down. Be gentle with your edges. Okay, be gentle with your edges. Coconut oil does help with regrowth. It makes the hair thicker. Okay. In South Africa, we don't do all that gel and baby hair thing. That's just not our style. I've had like women like try to diss me, like do something with your edges. I'm like, bitch, I have a hairline. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, we don't do that baby hair thing. We don't do that. We leave that to the children. Real talk. We leave that to the children. Okay, but I hope that helped you guys. But yeah, if anything, I do like the deep oil conditioning treatments. If I go to the salon, I'll get like a deep oil conditioning treatment. But yeah, I do my at home. I'm really like a DIU type of person. I do my hair a lot by myself because I feel like I do a pretty good job and my hair grows. And I feel like my hands are good with what I do. I mean, I use my hands to make cards. I use my hands to do my hair, my daughter's hair. I'm very crafty, but that comes from my grandmother, the Capricorn. She was a hands woman, you know. Back in apartheid, you know, they weren't giving shit, so you had to make shit. Okay. All right. Love you so much. Hope that helped. Smooches. Oh, and leave-in conditioning treatment. Okay. Not too much all the time because it can get sticky. Okay. But less product, the better. Again, your scalp has to breathe. Throw away the pomade. You don't need all that crap in your hair. Okay. You don't need all that crap. What you can do also sometimes to freshen up your scalp is to put a little tea tree oil in your shampoo. Okay, I do that with my daughter's hair. Okay, so I'll put some tea tree oil, put a few drops. You know, you can get the Paul Mitchell shampoo. That's really great. I use that in college. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to get the raw oil and just mix it with your shampoo, it's very refreshing. Okay, that also helps with like breaking down crap and all that nonsense that's on your scalp, because the cleaner the scalp, the more likely the hair will grow. Okay, because if you're wondering why your hair isn't growing, it's because it's suffocating. Clean your fucking scalp. Smooches.